The three pillars that lead to real success. We all dream about hitting big milestones, whether that's making more money, getting in shape, launching a business, or becoming recognized for our talents. But here's the secret: goals themselves aren't the key to success. There's a deeper, more powerful framework that makes success possible. Let's break it down. 1. External results, the end goal you're chasing: money, health, recognition, you name it. 2. Processes and behaviors, the daily actions and habits that pave the way to achieving your goal. 3. Identity transformation, the version of you who consistently shows up day in and day out to do the work required. Success doesn't just happen because you set a goal. It happens when you shift into the person who naturally does what's needed to get there. Why goal setting falls short? You've heard it before. Write down your goals and you're halfway there. But let's be real. Just writing goals doesn't make them happen. Everyone has a list of things they want, but not everyone sees those desires come to fruition. What's the difference? It's not about the goals themselves. It's about the behaviors that fuel them. Winners and losers might have the same goals, but their actions, worlds apart. So if goals aren't the game changer, what is? The secret sauce: behavior-driven success. We all know success boils down to what we do. So why is it so hard to take action consistently? We know the steps, but we still hesitate. Here's a question that's been a game changer for me, one that's helped me take action when it counted. What would the person I want to become do right now? This question isn't just a mental trick. It's a superpower that cuts through hesitation. Instead of focusing on the daunting task at hand, it makes it simple. What would someone who's already living your dream life do? This question shifted my mindset and kicked my personal growth into high gear. Identity shapes action, not the other way around. James Clear, in Atomic Habits, talks about a game-changing idea: your habits shape your identity. The actions you take don't just get you closer to your goal, they become a mirror for the type of person you are. It's like casting votes for your future self every single day. For instance, if you want to be financially free, ask yourself, what would someone who has already achieved wealth do? When you think like a millionaire, you act like one. It's not about a laundry list of actions, it's about embodying the mindset of the person you want to become. Repetition is your identity's best friend. Here's the reality: your actions aren't just what you do, they're a reflection of who you are. It's a never ending loop. You act, reinforce your identity, and that drives even more action. It's the consistency of small decisions that shape your identity, not perfection. For me, one question has been my mental anchor for years: what would a wise person do? It's a simple check in for me, especially when I'm unsure or about to make a bad decision. That's how identity builds, through these repeated decisions. Making change feel like second nature. Here's the magic: this question works because it's a mental cue that makes the right behavior feel effortless. The more you ask yourself, the more it shifts your thinking. It's like building muscle. You're training your brain to automatically default to the highest version of yourself. But this isn't a quick fix. It takes time for these changes to sink in, but once they do, it's like hitting autopilot. You start making decisions that align with your highest self without even thinking about it. Apply this framework everywhere. Now, here's the real power. You can use this mental framework in every area of your life. Want to get fit? Ask, what would a person with a six-pack do? Want to strengthen your relationship? Ask, what would the best spouse do? This approach works everywhere: fitness, business, relationships, even your mental health. When you make the identity shift, you no longer just take actions toward a goal, you embody the kind of person who attracts those results naturally. The ultimate shortcut to success. Let's face it, most people know what they should be doing to succeed. We all know we should be eating healthier, saving more, or building that business, but actually doing it consistently, that's the challenge. The trick is simple. Start by asking, what would a successful person do right now? When you ask that question in any moment of hesitation, you skip the overthinking and dive straight into action. It's a shortcut that takes you from I'll do it later to I'm doing it now. Stop waiting. Start acting. A lot of people get stuck thinking they need to know everything before taking action. I don't know how to become a billionaire, or I don't know what successful people do in my situation. But here's the truth. You probably know more than enough to start. It's not about gathering information, it's about doing something with what you already know. When you ask, what would someone 10 times smarter than me do? You stop focusing on the uncertainty and start focusing on the next step. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Final thought, the power of your identity. The most powerful action you can take today is to decide who you want to become and then ask, what would this person do? Keep asking this question and watch as your identity transforms. Each action reinforces your new self. And as you embody that version of you, the results will follow. Success isn't just about chasing goals, it's about becoming the type of person who makes those goals inevitable. So start asking, what would your ideal self do? And take that first step toward embodying the future you've always dreamed of.